welcome to my channel. So there's a new comedy out on Netflix called Senior Year. It's about this high school girl called Stephanie, and she's doing this cheerleading stunt, and she falls off the pyramid, goes into a coma, wakes up 20 years later as a 37-year-old woman. And now Stephanie wants to go back to high school, become popular again, and finish her senior year. Does that sound familiar to you? Because I feel like we've seen this movie before, and the first one that comes into my mind, It's Never Been Kissed with Drew Barrymore. And Senior Year, it's a mix of Never Been Kissed with Bring It On, with Mean Girls, but it's just not a good mix, unfortunately. Besides the nostalgia of all the 90s references in this movie, the jokes fell flat for me. Rebel Wilson is just playing a different version of all her other characters in previous movies, like Fat Amy in Pitch Perfect. Speaking of different versions, didn't Rebel Wilson did that movie, what was it? Isn't It Romantic? It's a rom-com. And didn't she play a woman that fell into a coma too, or she was knocked out or something like that? But I felt like Isn't It Romantic was way funnier than Senior Year. I found it hard to root for Stephanie because she wasn't a good friend as a teenager, and she wasn't a better one as an adult. I do give credit for Rebel Wilson's physical performance because she's so good at it, and especially on the scenes where she has to play a spoiled and selfish teenager. There's one scene where her dad tries to take her phone away from her, and just her whining and her long grunts and like she did a really good job acting out like a teenager there. The movie is 1 hour and 15 minutes, and as I was watching, I was like, why are they stretching it out so much? And maybe I felt it was too long because I'm not the biggest fan of Rebel Wilson. Nothing wrong with her. It's just she's not my favorite comedian. And because the movie relies so much on other teenage movies, everything felt predictable to me. Couple things that I liked. Sam Richardson as Seth. He was Stephanie's best friend and love interest. He was so likable and so sweet. Also, the dance scene where they do Crazy by Britney Spears. Remember that music video? Crazy, I just can't sleep. I'm so excited, I'm in too deep. They do that scene with all the teenagers in the background dancing as backup dancers, and Rebel Wilson, it's Britney. I thought it was a really cute scene. And then the girl that plays Stephanie as a teenager, Angourie Rice, is it Angourie or Angourie Rice? I recognized her from Black Mirror. She was in the episode with Miley Cyrus, if you remember. She was so good in it. And I thought that she could have played Stephanie as the 17-year-old and as the 37-year-old. Not saying that she looks old, but she's one of those actresses that with the right hair, makeup, and wardrobe, she can play both a teenager and then an older character. So no offense to Rebel, but I would have kept Angourie Rice throughout the movie. I know that Rebel Wilson is trying to prove herself to be a leading lady and carry a movie on her own, but unfortunately, I still don't see it. I think she's more appreciated as a supporting role. Maybe she should start taking dramatic roles, you know, like Melissa McCarthy has been doing. She's doing more dramatic roles. My favorite part of the movie was the end credits scenes where the whole cast and crew, including the camera people, the people with the badges, everyone is dancing to C'est La Vie. Do you remember that song? I don't know if you Gen Zs remember. Say you do, say it on, say you do what I want, say you do, say to me, c'est la vie. But it's also sad that my favorite part of the movie, it's when the credits are rolling. But these were my thoughts on Senior Year, streaming now on Netflix. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad not recommending a movie. But if you are a big Rebel Wilson fan and you watch everything she's in, I think you're gonna like it. If you like this video, please make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also hit the little bell, the notification button so you don't miss any future videos, and I'll see you next time.